You're listening to Headbooks, bringing you quick book summaries. Today's pick is Principles by Ray Dalio. Principles, Life and Work by Ray Dalio is a comprehensive guide that blends autobiography with a set of actionable principles for personal and professional success. Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, shares the lessons he learned over a lifetime of investing and leading one of the most successful hedge funds in the world. The book is divided into three main parts: Dalio's personal story, the life principles that guided him, and the work principles that shaped Bridgewater's unique culture. The book begins with Dalio's personal journey, covering his childhood, early fascination with the stock market, and the founding of Bridgewater. He explains how his entrepreneurial spirit led him to start his own investment firm out of his apartment. His early successes, however, were soon tempered by severe failures, including a major misstep predicting a financial downturn that nearly cost him his business. This humbling experience led to one of Dalio's core beliefs, the importance of embracing reality and learning from failure. He recounts how, through persistence and a willingness to question his own assumptions, he rebuilt Bridgewater from near bankruptcy to a thriving and influential company. In Part 2, Dalio shares his life principles, which are the foundation of his personal philosophy. He begins by emphasizing the need to embrace reality and to deal with it as it is, not as we wish it to be. This involves a process of radical open-mindedness, a willingness to seek out different perspectives, and a commitment to finding the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. He introduces a 5-step process for achieving goals, setting clear objectives, identifying problems, diagnosing their root causes, designing solutions, and implementing those solutions with discipline. Dalio highlights the importance of self-awareness and understanding that people are wired differently, both in terms of strengths and weaknesses. He stresses that effective decision-making requires an understanding of one's own biases and the ability to manage them. One of his key takeaways is the concept of radical transparency, which means being open and honest about everything, from decision-making processes to performance evaluations. This transparency, according to Dalio, not only fosters a culture of trust but also leads to better decisions because it allows for the honest exchange of ideas. In Part 3, Dalio delves into his work principles, many of which are inspired by his experiences at Bridgewater. He describes how the company operates as an idea meritocracy, where the best ideas win out regardless of hierarchy. Dalio developed systems to ensure that decisions were based on the believability of individuals, meaning that the weight given to someone's opinion depended on their track record and expertise in a particular area. This led to the implementation of believability-weighted decision-making, which Dalio believes results in more effective outcomes. Dalio discusses the value of cultivating meaningful work and meaningful relationships, which he sees as central to a fulfilling life. For him, meaningful work involves pursuing a mission that aligns with one's values, while meaningful relationships are built on trust, transparency, and a willingness to challenge each other. At Bridgewater, this meant fostering a culture where it was okay to make mistakes but unacceptable not to learn from them. One of the most notable aspects of Bridgewater's culture is its practice of radical truth and radical transparency. Dalio implemented a system where employees were encouraged to be brutally honest with each other, even if it meant challenging the CEO's ideas. Meetings were recorded, decisions were dissected, and feedback was constant. This approach, while controversial, led to a culture where mistakes were viewed as opportunities for learning and growth. The book also explores the importance of building and evolving systems that can operate independently of any one person. Dalio shares his journey in creating a machine of decision-making at Bridgewater, where systems and principles could guide actions even without his direct involvement. He emphasizes the need to diagnose problems to get to their root causes, and to design improvements that address those causes systematically. Toward the end of the book, Dalio reflects on the value of pain and struggle as catalysts for growth. He shares his belief that pain, when reflected upon, leads to progress. This philosophy is encapsulated in his mantra, pain plus reflection equals progress. He urges readers to see failures not as setbacks, but as critical steps in the journey towards success. Dalio concludes with a call to action, encouraging readers to develop their own principles based on their experiences and to be clear about what they want, what is true, and what they are going to do to achieve their goals. For Dalio, principles are tools for decision-making that, when consistently applied, can lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. Principles, Life and Work is not just a book about business, it is a guide to living a life that is aligned with one's deepest values and aspirations. Dalio's emphasis on radical transparency, constant learning, and systematic decision-making has influenced not only the financial world but also how individuals and organizations can strive for excellence and meaningful impact. Hope you enjoyed this quick summary. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the latest videos.